Super featherweight unified world champ AB, aka Alicia Baumgardner, takes on Goku. Bo Mishin is her name. Bo Mishin, but look like Goku. And Alicia went life and death with Goku. In a fight where just seemed like a regular defense. It was another name that nobody knew. Of course, Alicia does all of her. She's an arrogant lady, man. She does a lot of talking and stuff, twerking, and then she ends up fighting some random, person from another country that we never heard of. So she fought Bomi Shin, aka Goku, and she started out pretty sharp. Alicia gives me the Zab Judah vibes, very very explosive and can be dangerous in them early rounds. And a lot of us know that Alicia AB has been pushing for 3 minute rounds for women. 10 minute round, 10 3 minute rounds. But in your push in doing that, your desire to be equal to fighting 3 minute rounds like men, you must show equal stamina and conditioning for us to really give you, us to really buy into it and saying, yeah, man, this is good for all women's boxing. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Despite my opinions about Alicia, I just looked at the performance, and that's not it, man. That's not it. This push for 3 minute rounds. Alicia was gassed by, I think, the fifth round. Like I said, she starts off fast. She was doing good. She had an opponent that was just there to be hit. If Alicia was still had this explosive power, before these PEDs, hit the horizon, a lot of people got to be reminded that this woman did pop for steroids. But if she still had this explosive power, Bo Mishin, she should have got rid of her, because Bo Mishin had zero, and I mean absolutely zero defense. And in any combination Alicia threw in there, she was able to land. The only issue was that Goku, aka Bo, had a chin from hell. Um, she has like 19 wins, 10 knockouts, and like 4 losses and a couple of draws or whatnot. I looked it up on BoxRec. Goku is tough as hell, man. And that head, even though it was right there to be hit, it was like a freaking shield. You know, she was shielding herself. Her head was the blocking. She was doing the blocking with her head, but she was coming forward still, and forced Alicia to throw a lot of punches. I think she threw like almost 700 punches in the fight, if I'm not mistaken when I checked. And as a result of throwing a career amount of punches, you get tired, especially if it's 3 minute rounds. And Goku was ready for them 3 minute rounds. Um, she was happy to get pieced up each round, but still push Alicia back and make her look um, fucked up. She just wanted to just rattle and make Alicia a little ugly at the end of the fight, and it worked. It worked. Um, Alicia Baumgardner has major issues in that boxing ring. When I tell you, this is the thing about Alicia. I've seen her do this in a few fights where she'll get tired and then she'll try to take 2 or 3 rounds, I guess, off by holding onto her opponent and trying to be on the inside, but getting hit with shit. You know, Alicia was getting tagged the fuck up in this fight. The last 3 fights I've been seeing her get tagged up, you know. But that's the thing about it. She do all this, she come in there with all these muscles. She start throwing all these punches in the early rounds. In the middle rounds, she looked like dog shit. You know, the fucking opponent is pretty much on her level, fighting her and dogging her. And then, but I'll give it to her. She was able to make some adjustments. She got on her bicycle. She started moving. She started moving her head, able to slip a lot of them shots from Goku, and was able to skate by to a close decision because Goku was fucking bringing it. And like I said, man, and shout out to I watched only one video because I didn't want no really influence on my take, but I did catch a video. Shout out to Aries Zodiac Boxing. I caught his video. I agree with a lot of the stuff he said when he was talking about she's just an arrogant lady, man. And it's good when I hear other people say the shit because a lot of people be thinking I'm hating on her. No, truth is the new hate. When you keep it real, people got an issue with that. And people think that because she in here be twerking and she take all of these sexy poses and stuff, that you just not supposed to talk about what's real. No, what's real is she got gas tank issues. What's real is she stopped stopping people after them PEDs got exposed. And thirdly, she's not all that. Okay. Alicia's overrated. Okay. I don't know what it is with Derek James and his fighters, man. I'll tell you, AB is overrated, man. I think it's highly disrespectful she keeps comparing herself to people like Carissa. And I know there's people that just don't like Carissa Shields for various reasons. I understand. But we're not doing that. This woman need to pipe down. She need to fucking humble herself the F down, comparing herself to people who will literally stop her. and I'm trying to be nice with this review right here. That performance was not it. It hasn't been it for quite a while. I think her last stoppage was in 2021. This bomb explosive shit, is not there. It's not there. To hit this woman, Goku, with all of them shots and not even drop, no. No. And I'll tell y'all one thing. After that fight, I am confirmed for sure I know she don't want no smoke with this girl right here. Regardless of what y'all want to say about Caroline Dubois, y'all want to call her Caroline Dubois, well, Dubois will whoop that chick Alicia. I guarantee that. Because Alicia ain't shit on the inside. And one thing about Caroline I know is she gonna cut the distance and she gonna get on the inside and she gonna work. She'll fuck Alicia up. That's my prediction. And that's why she's scared and running like hell from that matchup. She don't want no parts of Caroline Dubois. And if she do get some courage to take that fight, I'm letting y'all know now she gonna get beat the F up. Bad. Real bad. Alicia loved to be she want to be pretty. She want to be on the outside. She want to be able to keep you at the end of the jab and be able to work her combinations real pretty like. When you got somebody real aggressive like a dog, pit bull, strategically cutting the ring off and getting to you, oh, she don't like that. She holding on for dear life, huffing and puffing, and getting tagged the fuck up. And Caroline Dubois is a way better boxer than a Goku Shin. Way better boxer. And you struggle with big head ass Goku. Caroline Dubois will fuck you up, Alicia. I think the world knows that. And you know who else know that? Not only do the world know that, your promoter know that shit. It ain't no goddamn way he was impressed with that shit. I was looking at his face the whole time. I'm like, oh, Jake is not liking this shit. This is not it. He's a promoter. He need top quality skills that he can promote. And he's doing a great thing putting women boxing on the map. With the Netflix, the MVP shit, I can't hate on it. I like what Jake is doing. He's giving them an opportunity. Hey, y'all want 3-minute rounds? Okay, cool. I'm going to provide it for you. I'm going to promote you. But you got to deliver. And the way Jake Paul was looking, AB, this ain't it. This is not the fuck it. Nobody care about you being on your period. None of that goofy ass shit. We couldn't tell when you was in the weigh-ins and all that, and these old crazy outfits you be doing. Leave all that. Leave that to yourself. Okay. I have seen you fight that way too many times to where it ain't always your period as an excuse. But that's just the way you fight. You're not all of that, AB. You're not. You know. And I'm saying to myself, this is the main event. This was all of this. And then look at this shit. Look at the last 10 fights. I screenshotted this. Who are these people? Like Bomi Shin, aka Goku. Layla Badon, she was piecing you up. Jennifer Miranda was for sure piecing you up. She was swole and hopefully she was drug tested. Like your ass needed to be. Christina Leonardo too, who you cheated versus. Ella Michaela, you won, which you was probably juiced up. Michaela Mayer, you barely beat her, and that was a questionable win. And you was probably juiced up then. Terry Harper, the last stoppage you got, 2021. Half of these motherfuckers, who are these people? And you talking like you really out here doing something. It's crazy, man. Hype jobs. Hype jobs. And I didn't even watch the, what's her name, what you call it, her friend, Shadeja Green. And it's crazy. I should have did a prediction video because in a Facebook group, I said that the homegirl was gonna beat Shadeja. Another hype job. So unfortunately, she in the hospital with her brain bleeding or whatnot. But that's what happens when they hype these overrated ass fighters, and they get in there. That stoppage that I saw, the little clip, I'm like, what the? No, yeah, and new. Golly, Jake Paul give these chicks this platform to shine and display their great skill set, and they in there getting cooked and going life and death with Goku. It's pathetic, man. It's fucking pathetic. Shout out to Goku making a name for himself or herself or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because, these overrated fighters, that's what happens, man. These fighters be overrated as hell. And you got Goku going there and just was styling, man. What up, Charles? Shout out to Lisa. Modern King up in here. Lisa says, I like Alicia's punch selection. I did too in the first 3 rounds. Till she got tired. You'll be looking real sharp. Be looking flashy and shit until she get tired. Sweet Caroline ruins Alicia Duckskis. Yeah, man. Easy work. I got Caroline. She might stop Alicia. The only thing I say in them early rounds is she got smoke. Alicia do got smoke in them early rounds. You get her to the 4th round, she's food. She is food in the 4th, 5th round. You can get her. Yeah, man. Humble that shit down. Shout out to Ulix up in here. And Hawk Mustang. AB missing the juice to gain the bomb. She needs something, bro. The one I mixed. Promotions or something. Cause I'm like, what? All of these shots you landed? The shit was looking good. I agree with Lisa. It was looking good. The shit that she was landing early on. But I'm like, Goku's not even affected by none of this shit. And y'all been seeing these blind tops, these golden lords all over the place, man. It's hard to get rid of them. So you might need the juice when you fight these Super Saiyan assholes, man. Whoop that deal, right? Whoop that trick promotions, man. Marta King said, Dufine gonna tap that skirt. Alicia BHP, no lies detected. Only Terry and Pursoon I know. Yeah, Delphine Pursoon. All right. And she scathed out of that Delphine Pursuit because it wasn't like a head clash or something. I was like, oh yeah, run that shit back because y'all already know how Delphine doing them late rounds. The way Delphine was doing Katie, Oh, you already know. She would have been had a AB face all rearranged. It would have been an ugly, but it would have been an ugly night for Alicia if that fight didn't get stopped. He said Alicia MF and resume is not better than EJ or Danny Garcia. Pathetic ass resume. AB getting the pass because of aesthetics and exotic promotions. Facts, bro. That's the pathetic thing. Like the fake shit that be taking place in the sport. Y'all can't just call it like it is because she out here twerking and wearing these outfits in the weigh-ins and shit. I get it, but y'all not keeping it real, bro. Y'all can't just say that she an average fighter. To me, she a C level fighter, bro. I'm sorry. And when your defense is that weak and your gas tank is that weak, oh, you lose a lot of points on my grading. You do. The elites don't get tired. Hell nah, man. And their defense is on point. They're not, yeah, you may have thrown a 700 punches, but how many times did you get hit by Goku? That's the real questions. How many times did you get hit, Alicia? Oh my God. I was watching. I was like, oh, Caroline will cook this woman. Yeah, go ahead. And y'all seen what happened. And it's crazy. If this fight wasn't a big fight, her versus Caroline, the boy, as she wanted to say, why would they even ask you in the post-fight interview? You keep calling out people that ain't even thinking about you. People that's on a whole nother level than you. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. That might be a good little war. You and Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor will beat the hell out of you. Katie will beat the hell out of you, for sure. And Caroline will probably stop you, because Katie's an outside fighter or whatever. She'll just piece you up, 1-2s, 2-3s, and all kind of shit on your ass. But Caroline will get you up out of here. Inside Work Promotions. And you get tired, you out. You going to definitely close your eyes. You was looking ugly in there, Alicia. You pride yourself on being all that and cute. You was looking ugly in there. Your performance was ugly. I need to see a fight where you're sharp all the way through with these 3-minute rounds you're trying to push. You can't be in there getting cooked by Goku. That's not it, man. That's not it. I'm not giving you passes for that. Let's see what else. Goku hit her and AB was stunned. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. She was holding on for dear life in there, man. For like 3 rounds straight. I was like, oh no. Caroline will sit your ass down with that holding shit. And I was shocked that you didn't get a warning. All the damn holding you was doing, man. Goku was not fazed by none of that shit you was landing. I'm like, oh no, you are overrated. Power overrated, gas tank overrated, skill set over fucking rated. And I hate to try to bring this back to DJ, Derek James, but shit, man. Your fighters, the guy, whatever game plans you be cooking up, man, it be good for the first couple. But after that, down the stretch, it be getting boiled, man. They be getting cooked, bro. So yeah, you pulled out the victory, Alicia. Your experience, and you used your defense kind of woke up a little bit in them last 3 rounds for you to barely graze out of there, you know, but not without your face getting marked up a little bit and over there looking like whatever, man. Looked like somebody from the hood after the fight. I was like, man, look at Terrence. Look at how like one of the homies Terrence or something, man. You know. Right, Red. We said that boy. Yeah, man. That boy would beat the shit out of you, Alicia. Talking about the boy. All right. Okay. Keep that same energy. I bet you that boy beat the fuck out you. Cooking breakfast, listening. Yeah, man. Y'all get your early morning protein, you know? And yeah, man. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on Alicia Baumgartner. Flame of shame for not living up to the hype, you know. Your performance did not live up to all the noise that all the barking you be doing, especially when you're comparing yourself to real greats in your sport, you know. There's multiple fighters in women's boxing that are better than you. And for you to say that you are the face of women's boxing, sheesh, man. That is not even a stretch. That's beyond stretch, nigga. You know? But, keep calling out people, and that's what I don't like that a lot of these athletes do. They call out people that they know they're not gonna fight. To act like they tough. Oh, see, y'all see me, I'm calling out Katie, I'm calling out men. What about the person that's calling you out? That's what happens, see? They be trying to act like they tough and they boogeyman and shit until somebody's calling them out. Then they talking about, now, miss, next. No, it ain't no miss, it ain't no next. That's a big fight. Everybody want to see that fight, man. That's one of the biggest fights in women's boxing. And since you got so much animosity towards Carissa, like Carissa has stated, I believe it was a statement stated that, yeah, man, y'all could be on the same card. Carissa versus Shadeja Green, if she can heal up or whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to shit on her, but a lot of them just be shitting. They don't having no defense, hardly no talent, and they even get beat the F up, go life and death and shit, you know, and have disrespect towards people who really got defense, people who really got skills, people who really know how to make adjustments, and people who know how to show that people are not on their level. Elites don't go life and death with, get out of here, man. Lisa, you overrated as hell, man. That shit is wild to me. Flame shame. Flame shame, man. I've done a lot of flame shame videos 2026, man, so far. And it's just no different. AB's on the list. And we got to do better, man. We got to start keeping it real, calling it like it is. And maybe if more real videos like this get posted on some of these fighters that really think they all that, maybe they really make some real adjustments, and really start putting in work instead of just buying more outfits to blind y'all and distract y'all from the fact that, you the one that really look like a boy. No, I'm joking. Anyway, a lot of these motherfuckers be trying to distract you from the fact that they really ain't got all that. They ain't not all that in the boxing ring and shit. So, like I said, I got the boy beating the fuck out of Alicia. You feel me? You don't want no smoke with him. Oh, with her. My bad. The bum is scared to death of Caroline Dubois. See? The world know, Alicia. This ain't just me. I ain't hating. This is the truth. Truth is the new hate. That's all I got for this one, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. My dog, Red Glove, Marky Dan, Yuli X, Hawker, Lisa, Modern King, Charles D, the whole squad, man. We had a new visitor. And everybody that caught the playback. UGC, on to the next. BHP.